Is this new wave of political correctness keeping us from evolving? Stick with me and we'll find out. Now, political correctness is not really anything new in my lifetime. I guess it got more popular like in the 80s and 90s. So, you know, I've been indoctrinated with it from very early age. What's new, though, is that it seems to have been ramping up to a much bigger level lately. It took me a while to understand, because if you guys watch my show, you know I'm not exactly hip to what's going on with them youngins out there. But people kept referring to SJWs, and I was like, well, are you talking about single Jewish women? I don't know what an SJW is. And they meant social justice warrior. And they are kind of like overly PC and very, very sensitive to anything being said. They like, I guess that's a good way to say it. I'm trying to say it a politically correct way, right? That how do you say it without being hurtful to these people, right? That they get upset very, very easily, even when the intention's not there. Like, you'll say something about a gender, and I have transgender friends. I'm cool with it, but the problem is it's not something you really brought up with. So when you don't understand, like, you know, that's he or she is all I ever knew. There's something else now. There's other genders or gender floating or not described, and it's like a whole education. You got to expect people to understand, and a lot of people, you know, my intention's not malicious. I just don't understand what the hell you're talking about. That's my problem. So I think you guys have to understand that if things upset you, you got to step back for a second and ask yourself, what is the intention? Is this person saying this to hurt me, or are they just don't know what I'm doing? And as far as social justice warriors, how they get upset about a lot of stuff that is just kind of ingrained in society, that they deem either racist or insensitive. You know, some of this people do with just not thinking, and I get that you're trying to re-educate them. Like, hey, this is not okay to say these things. I get it. And I think if you approach it the correct way, you could get that message through. What happens is people get so mad about society's norms just being so openly offensive to them that they normally decide, it's like a knee-jerk reaction. They just lash out at these people really hardcore. And I saw this a lot in the liberty community. And what I mean by that is, I'm you know, no secret there, I was pretty hardcore libertarian, and most things that are normal for people that are in American society are like super offensive to libertarians. And I used to be one of these super pissed off, angry libertarians, mad about the world was just so blatantly offensive and rude and mean and horrible. Like, you know, say, all right, I'm pretty anti-war. So say, like, you know, people would cheer about some politician saying, you know, we're going to bomb them into the Stone Age. And it's like, yay, killing people. You know, and to me, it was really, really offensive. But everybody else around me was like, you know, congratulations, good job. And it was, I felt like I lived on a different planet. So I get where the social justice warriors are coming from, because after a while, you just get really mad at people constantly being offensive to you. Now, the flip side is it helping us evolve? And a lot of time on this channel, we spend talking about how to become better people. And how to, if you like to say, how to vibrate higher, how to put out a higher energy, how to live a better life. And I am constantly on this journey of trying to improve myself and improve my life. You know, I'm definitely, if you watch this, I'm definitely not perfect, and I've screwed up a lot. But I'm consciously making an effort to go the right direction. And my viewers that are with me in my community here, they're kind of doing the same thing. You know, they're trying to look at this crazy reality here and push back a little bit. So is politically correctness hurting us? Yeah, I think it's keeping us from evolving because it's keeping the people who are offended in an angry, negative energy place. And you got to remember, you can only control how you react. So if you're pissed off all the time and angry and offended at, you know, all the social justice warrior stuff and whatever's going on around you, that's your problem. You own that, man. You know, I'm sorry for the tough love, but you choose how to react to the problem. If you let these things under your skin and eat you alive and make you some angry, bitter, twisted person after, then that's on you, man. You've got to evolve past that. And I'm saying this because I was you. I was, like I said, I was pissed off at the world. I still, every once in a while, you'll see me get on here and someone will bring up a topic that I'm passionate about, and I will just, you know, get on my soapbox, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, pull it back, pull it back. And you guys will know what I'm talking about. You know, oh boy, it's not that hard to get me riled up. There's a difference between being a passionate and being offensive. And I'm sure I say stuff that offends people. I know I do, probably. But my intention is not that. And the people that are offended, if you want to evolve and be a better person, you need to look at people's intention. Are they purposely saying horrible, mean things? Or are they just saying stuff that this is my reality and I just don't know what your reality is, and our realities just aren't jiving? Will you reach out and do a little jive talk? We're going to jive talk to each other until we find some sort of common ground, right? And I think as a person trying to evolve myself, I've got to remind myself of that all the time, because it is so easy to get mad and offended when people do things around you so blatantly. And a lot of my reaction was to just check out. Like, man, I'm on a different reality than these other people. I just don't want to be around them. I don't want to hear it. I don't want that. And to an extent that does work. You can create your reality, but the problem is sometimes you push it in so narrow that you're like, I only hang out with, you know, this crowd, whatever, vegetarian, anarchist, you know, like spiritually evolved, you know, crowd. It's like 5 people. It's not it's so narrow that you can't really react. You can't live in society. So there's a way. I'm working on this, and maybe some of you guys watching are working on the same thing, of just accepting people where they're at. And that is tough. I think that is one of the largest struggles, and what maybe we're here to learn this time around is how to just accept people. Like, I have certain friends that are complete selfish jerks, but I'm their friends anyway. And I just used to get so upset and mad, but then I realized, okay, if I want to keep friends with these guys and they've been important my whole life, I've just got to accept them for what they are. And once I've done that, that stuff doesn't bug me much anymore at all. Like, the stuff that used to really irritate me doesn't. And I'm letting go a lot of anger, and I'm trying to lead a more peaceful life. So if you guys are watching this and are going through this, maybe this advice helped. You know, like, the idea of this channel is to help us become a little better, raise ourselves up a little bit. You know, if you're new to the channel and you don't know any of this, I have a variety channel, so there's all kinds of different stories here. If you sign up, that's the fun of it. You don't really know what I'm going to do tomorrow. It's a surprise. But one thing they all have in common is I always try to keep them positive, and they are supposed to raise your life up a little better. You know, just to help you out a little bit, the right direction, just a little push. And that's what I'm trying to do. So if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. That would be nice of you. If you are not new and you're a veteran of this show, right there, that's the Patreon button. That keeps the lights on and the cat fed. So I'm very, very grateful. I actually have 3 Patreon people right now, and I'm very grateful for them. Thank you. All my stuff will always continue to be free, and you can click either story right here. Just click those right now and keep watching.